The revival of underperforming or underutilized assets repeal bill was passed in Parliament today. 91 votes were cast in favour of the bill while 69 voted against. Representatives of the Monragala district under which the Palavatta and Sevanagala sugar factories belong to, Minister Ranjit Madhubandara and MP Anand Kumarasiri were not present at the time of the voting. The proposal was presented by Minister of Public Enterprise, Kandin Heritage and Kandy Development Lakshman Kirialla.
According to the decision made by the Cabinet, 22 properties of the Board of Investment and 6 properties to the Urban Development Council have been vested. District secretaries have been appointed to Monaragala, Hambantota, Badulla, Ampara, Colombo, Anuradhapura and Polonnaruwa districts. In 2011, during Mahinda Rajapaksa's regime, a law was introduced to take over businesses. This act demotivated the investors to come into Sri Lanka. During the presentation of the budget, the Cabinet promised to abolish the act, and that is why we presented this bill today. Can you confirm that this draft bill is presented without the intention of returning those properties to the close friends, previous owners or to anyone else? There's no such thing in this. Minister Navin Disanayaka will bring in an amendment to make sure that once the company is taken over by the government, it can only be given to someone other than the owner with the approval of the subject minister. What is the reason to take over 36 entities by the government? These 36 companies have not paid the EPF to its employees. The bank arrears have not been settled and taxes weren't paid. This was done for the betterment of those employees. Once it is taken over, if these things are done properly, those entities will be re-established. But what's being done by this act is not what is mentioned by Minister Kirialla. This is a program to hand these over to their best friends. The most important aspect of this is, what did the UNP do when the government privatized the sugar company? In 2002, the sugar company had 1,500 billions of investment in the banks and stocks of sugar. So do you think this should be given to Daya Gamage again? Okay, so give. This is not your personal property. The employees are panicking now. The farmers are panicking. And even the area residents are panicking. I ask you to stop this system where you are trying to hand these over to your best friends. Now, according to this act, the Palavatta and Sevanagala sugar factories cannot be given to Daya Gamage. When this act is abolished, anything that's under the treasurer can be given. This is the truth. The lifespan of the government is over. I know that in your group meeting, Daya Gamage boasted about Sevanagala and cried. What are you trying to do now? To give this back to him before your tenure ends? Even if you tell that the treasurer will not give this back to businessman Daya Gamage, I can assure you that he will. If it's not being given, let it be this way. Deputy Speaker, you represent the district Sevanagala belongs to. It has not taken a single rupee from the treasury since 2011. Instead, it has given about 1,000 million per year to the treasury. It has boosted employment in the area. Honourable MP, I have no argument in the facts you present, but I cannot stay in this position and answer your question. I know that. Why is this government making respectable representatives like you unanswerable? Why have you locked your own conscience? Do you go to this extent to show gratitude to the salaries, electricity bills by the Sirikota? This is a national crime. We clearly state that when this government is toppled, we will take them back under the government. I request the Honourable Prime Minister to not commit this crime. When I purchased this factory, its losses stood at 146 million rupees. I purchased this institution after it was tendered. I was not engaged in politics then, so I purchased it for 550 million rupees. After purchasing, I have invested 2,800 million rupees in this institution. I had to make payments even after purchasing certain institutions. I purchased an Indian company. After receiving a phone call from the Indian High Commission, I was compelled to give away that company. However, they took over my company. I did not receive even a cent for that. I had debt worth 1,100 million rupees. Not only did they take over my company, they had also taken all the sugarcane that I had cultivated and benefited from all of it. I have not seen anyone as cruel as Basil Rajapaksa. Nowhere in history did an MP take over another MP's assets. When they were preparing to take over the Sevanagala sugar factory, I went to meet Chamal Rajapaksa and he said this was the work of Basil Rajapaksa. He spoke to me and gave me a proposal. He proposed that I join their political party or withdraw from politics. However, he knows that I will never leave the UNP. You will never understand the struggles we had to go through because you all have never run a business or a company.
තමුන්නාන්සලට කවදාක්වත් දැනින්නේ නැහැ. මොකද තමුන්නාන්සලම ව්‍යාපාරයක් කළා නැහැ.